Well, so here we go. I'm going to try my best at doing this. I've done it so many times now, trying to write this down, try to stay on topic. I will be going off on tangents, but I'll try and, do my best I can. Sorry in advance, I have been procrastinating on this video. I was supposed to upload it last week, but I'm just trying to be treading very carefully on this topic so that there's no like huge ramifications if this becomes a huge shitstorm. So hopefully it doesn't. There was no way I was gonna be able to avoid doing this while trying to do my HCA videos that are gonna be coming out later. Um, and what they're going to be about. But unfortunately, because of certain events that occurred, I need to make a video to kind of explain what my side of the story of what happens. Some people ask me for doing a video on this because they really want to see how this happened. And also, this is just going to make it easier to explain in future videos. To refer back to about what happened, so I don't have to go through that whole entire process of explaining that. So I'm gonna try to make this. I tried to make it as quick as possible, but it's just not gonna be quick. I wanted to make it under 5 minutes, but in order to give the full context, I'm gonna need to go further back. So I'm gonna give you the quick part real quickly, so that that way people that just want to watch the quick one to see what happened, I'll do it right in the very beginning. And then if you guys want to just not listen to the rest of it, that's totally fine. Uh, but I'm gonna go in the background and give it more context. So didn't mean to plan this to become some type of a YouTube story time video. I had no interest in doing this. I don't even want to do any of this in the future. I just want to get this all out, get it done with. So I'm just gonna get straight to the point here uh, of what happened. And if you know the backstory, you can watch the rest of it if you want. If you don't, that's fine. Um, Hopefully in the future I never have to make another one of these videos because I'm not interested in making these. Uh, I just need to do it for this video just to explain the whole video Halo YouTube series that I'm doing so that I can explain that. Um, and also after this is done with, I will be uploading the announcement video so that we don't have to do this. So let's just jump straight to this point so we can get right to it. This is why I got banned from Halo Waypoint for making a feminist joke. When you see a title like this, you assume that this is going to be something that you would have heard back in 2016 with the meme wars and Gamergate. And the funny thing is it actually did happen in 2016. Basically, I made I made a joke. Yeah, this is old news, but I need to make a video on it. So, God forgive me for this shit that I have to post. This was about 2 years ago. I made a feminist joke in response to a person's comment about why, the ban hammer is so ridiculous, and I compared the Halo 5 ban hammer to being worse than feminists getting triggered on Tumblr. Yep, no lie right there. Here's a screenshot of it, the exact quotes, and here right afterwards, yeah, right afterwards, here's the moderators just saying, like, quoting and italicizing it, so that way they definitely know they're letting me know that I got banned for making this joke, that this was offensive, and yeah, you know how you see it says a final suspension and a permaban. I'll explain the whole suspension thing, the other suspension, which was also another joke, but I'm just explaining how this led up to a ban. So at this point, if you guys just wanted to see how I actually got banned for making a feminist joke, that was the joke, and that's how I got banned for it. I'm gonna go through the whole context now. So if you guys want to watch that or continue listening, you can go ahead. A good 50% of my things that I ever got banned for, which overall, like, I've been banned for a lot since suspended bans, like temporaries, since like Halo 3, if we're gonna go that far back. So you're talking about maybe in total 6 bans over 10 years or more. So a good maybe 50% of them. Uh, again, I don't even know how many times I was actually suspended. It's just they're really strict on Halo Waypoint. So I'm just gonna guess about a good 50% of the time they were jokes that they couldn't tell the context and just assumed something that was way out of line. And then the other 50%, I'm gonna explain a little bit later on as we go. Um, but they span again to Halo 3, and so it's a long while. So, oh boy, did this joke when it hit, as I got a nice little notice with a little giant red bar across my account letting me know that I've been banned and that it was for inappropriate content, which you can see here. Um, at first, it was no real big deal. Like, seriously, there was no one who said anything about it, but later on, some people I played games with or people that saw the comment messaged me like almost a month later and just let me know that they saw a joke. They're like, dude, that's a pretty funny joke. I laughed at that. I don't know why that got marked as inappropriate. It was pretty funny. It was pretty spot on.
I thought you were kidding! I thought it was a joke! I even wrote it down in my diary! Veronica had a very funny joke today! I laughed at it later that night!
You know, I'll show you like one screenshot of even my own Spartan company leader at the time when we were going for Achilles. Happened to see it, and he thought I was hacked or something, but let me know it was a funny joke. Um, but even he knew it was a joke. Everyone else laughed at it. Everyone had a good laugh. Uh, I'm not going to go through every single message on here because that's a lot of time wasting just to congratulate myself for a joke. I'm just showing how ridiculous this was. Over a joke I got permanently banned for. Basically, a good amount of people saying that the joke was pretty funny and they got a good laugh. The only ones that actually got offended by this were the moderators for deeming it as inappropriate and suspended me and made that suspension my final suspension and permanently banned me. They tried to justify this by bringing up my past suspensions, which I'll explain now. So I have been on the forums for a good while since the Bungie.net days. I have been on other game forums for a bit just to chat and discuss on topics and stuff like that. I don't do it all the time. It's just, sometimes I just like to go on every now and then, just, chat new ideas, you know, just for the hell of it. And well, I've been known to have a sense of humor. Sometimes it gets taken to an extreme, because you can't tell context in forms, so it happens. But unfortunately, because there's no context in my jokes, they get taken to be assumed that they're insulting and stuff like that. So a good 50% of my jokes got taken to the extreme, which will be the second one I'm going to explain later. There was also a joke that got taken seriously. Some of the other ones, though, are heated discussions, mainly with a certain moderator that I am not going to disclose this moderator's name just so that I can't say that I tried to send people to go after this moderator. I just don't want to deal with this moderator. If someone knows who it is, I just recommend keeping it to yourself. I have no interest in communicating with this moderator. So if you're one of those people like, oh, but I want to see drama happen, like you guys, like there's one person who did it in one of my other videos, tried to contact a certain person that caused pointless drama because they were hoping to see something cool. They're not going to get that. I have no interest in communicating with this moderator at all, and I have no interest in caring about their side of the story. I'm just giving you my side of the story and why I won't be using the Halo Waypoint forums. That's pretty much about it. More than likely, most of you on the forums that are seeing this video probably already know which moderator I'm talking about. So again, ask you if you do know, just keep it to yourself. The moderator is very well known for being aggressive and intentionally trying to antagonize and intimidate and trying to, do inflammatory stuff that cause people to react negatively and get banned. It's totally trolling. You know how that episode in South Park where Cartman, got Token to cross the line so he could have a legitimate reason to shoot Token?
He was on my ground. You all saw that, right? Everything inside the red line is mine.
Yeah, that's this moderator in a nutshell. This moderator has been around since Bungie.net days as well and is known for being very unprofessional and trying to cause people to cross the line to justify being banned. And I was going to show you some of the worst comments I have seen the moderator make because being rude, intentionally using inflammatory comments to get people pissed off and retaliate and banned. like saying like, oh, no one likes this, no one ever liked that, that no Halo fan likes dual wielding, or dual wielding was lame, or elites were dumb. No one liked elites. Basically when people said, "Oh, Halo fans will really like this," and there's probably a good amount of forums that are posted, people wanting elites back and dual wielding back and all this stuff. Um, but apparently this moderator goes around and says, "Well, I was an original Halo fan. I've been around and I don't like it." So basically, she assumes, when someone says Halo fans love this, it doesn't always mean every Halo fan. We get that. Obviously, not 100% of people are going to agree, but a good amount of people do like that stuff. So, unfortunately, this moderator kind of thinks it's all about them, and no matter how much you try to explain it to them, they think that you're trying to say that everyone likes it, and if, you know, this person thinks that the world revolves around them. So, no other game forum have I ever encountered a moderator like this. Uh, and because of that, I decided at the current time of whoever the community manager was to report this moderator for some of the stuff they've said. And I'm pretty sure that their seniority pretty much helped the moderator get away with it, because they found nothing wrong with what the comments that I reported, even though they were clearly bad. And the moderator, kind of, I could tell without admitting it, without the moderator admitting it, they made my life a living hell on there, and I stopped for a short bit even commenting, because clearly the moderator could just get away with stuff. Um, and unfortunately, she's pretty much on 24/7. Um, and so funny thing is I was gonna link you some of the comments that this moderator said, but funny enough, those comments out of any other ones are no longer there. I was gonna show you screenshots of them, because I didn't actually have screenshots at the time, but I had links, and I was gonna show you that, but unfortunately, you get this instead. So I can't show that. So they're perfect examples of how extreme that they get. So unfortunately, all I can show you are some of these other ones. They're not as good, but yeah, they don't fully encompass some of the most extreme points that this moderator's done, but it gets the point across here. It's not, perfectly amazing, but here are the screenshots. And so, I mean, this one is a poll trying to ask to remove the moderator um, from their position. And yeah, the way they did the poll, yeah, of course, was, you could say, inappropriate or whatnot. But the fact of the matter is that even though he was being rude and whatnot, this person, the moderator, this person that they're referring to, um, still should have a level of expectation of being professional about what they do, and not trying to intentionally trying to instigate it more. So clearly, as you can see, that they just this moderator doesn't care, and the fact is they just don't care about being professional about it. Even if they are in the right, they should still actually have a level of professionalism when they do their job. But of course, they don't. And then you get, some more of these. Like this one is an example about how they didn't really care about dual wielding. And the next one we have here, they don't care about the Spectre. And you have another one here where they say like, I think this was for elites, yeah. And how they go, that maybe they didn't want it, and stuff like that. Just saying like how pretty much what the Halo fans want, this moderator will pretty much criticize you for it. So yeah, if you have a difference of opinion, good luck with that. And here's a good example I wanted to show you. This one is someone wanting to contact the community manager about this person. Um, and I just wanted to show you a good example of this. This is one person complaining about the certain moderator, which we're going to talk about that moderator. That's one that we were talking about. The first comment is from a different moderator, and look how they keep professional about it. Uh, just says it plainly as is, doesn't say whether he agrees with the person or disagrees, just says this is how you contact the community manager if you want to contact the community manager. But because this person, even though the person who posted this didn't say the person's name about which monitor it was, that person just openly, straight up, just sees the comment saying, "What? Reporting my post because you didn't like them wasn't enough?" and reporting me as well, okay then, feel free to PM the forum teams if you still aren't happy, but I wouldn't hold your breath. You see how this moderator just acts like as if that they're impenetrable, that nothing can happen to them, that they feel like, oh, I can say whatever I want, nothing's gonna happen to me. So you can see why this I don't like dealing with this. So that's why I'm like I don't really care if I'm banned because and it would be nice to be able to get my account back, but I really could care less if this is the kind of like, you know, moderator you're gonna get. So now you guys clearly see what kind of moderators we deal with, or well, at least for this one. I do have worse ones, but I can no longer show them because the links are now gone. If you click on them, they don't show anything anymore. So they're all just my word hearsay, but they were like a lot worse. They would say like you have like the stupidest ideas and stuff like that, like on that kind of level, saying no one gives a damn about prowlers. No one cares about the flood. The flood were stupid. No real Halo fan would probably ever love those. That kind of stuff. And there's no way to unfortunately show them anymore, so they're gone, so I can't really use that anymore. But I just wanted to give you guys an example of some of these comments. And I don't get it because the fact of the matter that these are archived in Bungie.net as well for some of these ones that you can find of this moderator, it clearly makes no sense why these other ones can't be found. It has nothing to do with them being old because there's other ones that are older than these ones I was going to show you that were sent no longer the links were no longer available. So I'm pretty sure they took him down because they showed what kind of moderator this person was. Um, in fact, the 343 industry forums, the one that's like a fan-made website that 343 doesn't actually run themselves, I don't believe, they pretty much bring up this moderator all the time. So this moderator has quite the rep, very well known for this kind of attitude, and she has pretty much a good amount of white knights that think that if they pretend to be her best friend, that they'll get special privileges and whatnot. So I, they just to avoid getting banned. So yeah, you're gonna see that kind of stuff with them. So to kind of reel it back, I cracked a few jokes, and unfortunately, even though they try to claim that they went over the line, or I got foolishly heated with this moderator that I didn't know better at the time. Um, Unfortunately, I've gotten a few suspensions. It was that many times from what I remember, but these were years apart, long distances apart. Um, but they sure looked like they were just bringing up my history to, justify being super strict. But these moderators are just overall just strict, and it's no wonder people are like programming bots nowadays for Discord, so to kind of replace moderators because moderators really do abuse their power sometimes. It's funny because it's only this forum that I've ever seen it this bad. Other forums, like even the Battlefront forums, they apologize and they try to keep things civil, which is what I like about it. And unfortunately, I don't like this about the Waypoint forums because they will never apologize. They're always right under their beliefs. Um, so yeah, even the Discord I'm setting up for what I'm going to be doing for my videos, I'm going to be using bots to moderate because they can't discriminate and it's going to make it a lot easier. So the other comment that they're bringing up about in the past was a tarred comment. That tarred comment, which means you're probably sitting there going, "What the fuck is a tarred comment?" Um, Basically, I was jokingly responding to someone that was mimicking me because this person I've seen in the past make jokes about how, well, not jokes, trolling in a way, trying to pretend they're serious when they're not, about how they believe that they should have the right to kill other players if they think that they are better with a weapon. They go, well, that guy has a rocket launcher, so I think I'm better than him, so I should be able to kill that player and take his stuff. Uh, and so I jokingly referenced a red versus blue joke. If you guys remember the joke where Church gets killed by Caboose and Tucker calls him a team killing fucktard.
You shot Church, you team killing fucktard?
That's the one that I'm referring to. That's the one I just made a joking reference to. I didn't get banned for the fuck part because I put yoink in it. So that way it would actually be okay for the forum. That's why I knew I was safe. So they knew they're like, shoot, we can't get him on that because he yoinked himself. So we can't actually do that. Um, So what they did was they decided to say, well, you said tard, and tard is short for retard in our playbook, so therefore you were making fun of mentally challenged people, so therefore we can justify a suspension. Yeah, talk about the mental gymnastics right there. Um, so as you can see from the screenshot, that was the joke, and that's the one that they're referencing. And even afterwards, they admitted that even though I yoinked myself for that naughty word, they tried to ban me for saying retard, and they know that it was not really legitimate, but they're gonna stick with their decision. They're not gonna admit any wrongdoing, that they were right and I was wrong just for making a joke. Um, so when I made the feminist joke, I made sure to follow the rules that they expect every everyone to know offhand, and I made sure not to violate it when I posted that joke, and I made sure it wasn't discriminatory based on both the forum rules that are listed, and what it says for discriminatory, which nowhere says that political identity, belief, whatever actually counts, and not even the Google definition of discriminatory counts that. So they're not actually protected, but you know, the moderators are still going to try and bend the rules because they want to be able to count it because so we're trying to get a reason to permanently ban my account. Um, anyways, yeah. So they will claim that the whole cabal, after I got suspended for that feminist comment, that they right then and there, after the cabal just got together and said, "Okay, he's suspended for this feminist joke. Now let's review the entire account in 5 seconds to decide whether or not we're gonna ban him. Okay, we're all gonna ban him permanently." Like, there's no way that it just happened. It was just they knew it. They're like, the next time he gets a suspension, he gets permanently banned, and whatever that suspension is, that's gonna be the permanent ban, and they're gonna claim that they weren't, plotting against me or something like that. But it's pretty obvious. There's no way they didn't just come up with that in a matter of a few seconds. They were just looking for a reason at that point. And so they were trying to claim my overall history to try and warrant the ban. But clearly, as you can see, that if it weren't for that joke that had been made, there would have been no suspension that would immediately led to the perma ban. So they can try and word it however they like, but they permanently banned me for that feminist joke and just need to cover their end so that they can say that uh, they're okay, even though they banned me just for making a stupid feminist joke. Um, they said to make an appeal, and oh yeah, like okay, I'll make an appeal. I tried it, and as you can see, they just keep banning you. And I tried to see if I do, a perfectly legitimate, appeal, even still, like I do it every year just for the hell of it, and still they won't actually approve it. So no matter what I'm gonna do, they're just never gonna budge. They wanted to permanently ban me for making a feminist joke. They never, there's this one moderator just doesn't like me, and so they need a reason to get rid of me. So as you can see, they're trying to just justify it, and they're not going to give my account back. I mean, they're already starting to remove pictures from my account, so you can already get the sense of what's going on here. So yeah, they're just not going to budge. I'm not sorry for making the joke about a group of feminists, this group that is going around trying to ruin the gaming industry. I kept quiet about it because I knew a few friends in 343 Industries themselves, and so I thought, I didn't want to get anyone in trouble for this. Um, but the funny thing is, I've come to realize that the people on the Waypoint have nothing to do with the development side. So the fact is when I'm calling this how bad it is on the forums, how these moderators make it toxic with being so strict, and one of the moderators just absolutely just unprofessional in the way that they respond. Um, yeah, pretty much. And the funny thing is no, I'm pretty sure what also influenced this was the GDC 2016 issue that happened. If you guys aren't aware, basically this never really made it big in news unless you were like huge into gaming. GDC is a gaming developments conference, and every time you go there for small indie developers that are going for companies to make like any company, not even indies, they're showing off their new games to new potential people, new intentional possible opportunities. Sorry. Um, and I was trying to, and people go to them as well for job opportunities, which kind of show off their resume and see how they can improve and whatnot. Um, well, what happens is there's these after parties afterwards where every night afterwards people go out, they kind of party, and you ever imagine nerds partying? That's what basically GDC is. We're just people just partying, gamers, whatever. They were just that kind of like kickback thing. They're pretty cool too, by the way. Like some of these are like full on raves. There's beer. It's like an actual going to a club. Like that. The best way to describe it. Um, that's the best way I could perfectly ever describe what these are like. Um, So Microsoft got into some trouble apparently for having certain scantily clad dancers at their events, and some feminist got triggered and posted a video on Twitter saying, "Oh my God, I'm totally gonna bring this up to Microsoft and complain about it and how unprofessional it is, blah blah blah," and basically, yeah, caused a whole news storm about it, about how it's sexist and whatnot. And the funny thing is I didn't even know about this until a year later, when they ended up, when it, a friend showed me the article that was an interview with one of the dancers on their side of it, which they were pissed about it, and they weren't pissed about Microsoft or the men or the patriarchy. It was they were pissed at the feminist chick that was complaining because they didn't care. That was their job. They didn't really give a damn. And the fact that someone's telling them how to dress, they were kind of actually pissed off about that. It's funny that this never actually got covered by Sargon or Thunderfoot or TJ or any of those other anti-feminists. But yeah, so I think that may have been one of the other factors of why they needed to protect the feminists, because they already were dealing with this shitstorm that was happening around the same month. Um, but yeah, it's also funny because I happen to have seen Anita Sarkeesian at the event. I didn't realize that was her for a couple minutes, and then I realized like, oh shit, that's Anita. And I didn't, I'm pretty confident that was Anita, and I don't know why she was at the event. And she never said anything or anything like that. Like news-wise, I thought would, be covered by anyone, but um, I saw this like, this person, and like, why is everyone crowded around this one person? And I just, took a glimpse to see what was going on because I thought it was like they were showing off a demo or something. And then I looked at this person for a while, and I realized, why does that person look so familiar? And then it's like, you ever see someone on TV and then you see them in real life? It's like they look kind of different, but I'm pretty sure that was her. And she was walking into a room called Diversity for Gaming, which was apparently a room. I think the room that Microsoft went into to also discuss about how they were going to make up for what happened at the event, which was pretty dumb because here's the thing, Destroy had a party as well, and they had half-naked men at their party. And it's funny because I was, told about this. Like they had half-naked dancers at the Homefront launch party for GDC 2016, and it's funny because no one cared. I was just mentioned, someone mentioned that they go, yeah, they had some half-naked dudes dance, and I was like, okay, that's pretty weird, but okay. Um, and yeah, that's basically what it's funny how the double standard right there. No one gave a damn when it was male dancers half naked dancing up there, but scantily clad women, all of a sudden it's got to be a big issue. So it's pretty funny how um, I think that pretty much was another influence right there. Uh, anyways, to kind of reel it back here, so I can kind of shorten it here. Sorry, I'm just like going off on stuff. All this was because of the stupid Halo 5 ban hammer. I've done a video on this already, which I don't know why, I don't know if it's changed at all, but I'm just going off of what I knew from 2016 because I don't play multiplayer that much with Halo 5. So what happened is Halo 5's ban hammer is probably the worst. Halo Reach was an okay ban hammer. Um, at first it was really bad and it was banning the wrong people, and you were getting, again, I did a whole video on this, but I'll just give you kind of the quick short version is Halo Reach banned people at first for thinking that they were cheating when they were playing with their friends on split screen and multiplayer, and Bungie wouldn't admit that they were wrong. And no matter what people did, they just wouldn't care. So they got banned. Halo 5 got what was it? Or Halo Reach pretty much was just treated like Bungie didn't care anymore. And pretty much even the last thing that Bungie did right before they left was they turned off the kick system. So you could kick in what's called or is it the system where you can kick people for team killing you? They removed it so that you could kill as many people as you want on your team and not get punished for it. It was pretty dumb. And the way the ban hammer system worked in that game was you got banned once, it was a week suspension. Got banned twice, it was a month, and then if you got banned a third time, it was a perma ban. It caused a lot of problems because about 1,000 gamers or so got affected by this, by wrongfully getting banned, and Bungie wouldn't admit to that. 343 didn't admit to it either, but they indirectly changed the system so the algorithm was a lot better and changed it to it only being the first strike was a day ban, the second strike is a week ban, and the third strike is a month ban, but there's no such permaban. If you just do it again a fourth time, a fifth time, a sixth time, it's just another 30 days, another month ban. That's it. That's all that it is. And unfortunately, Halo 5's is far worse. It's the most criticized ban hammer ever designed for a Halo game. It's absolutely relentless. It basically goes off a DNF system, or the best way to kind of tell you, the DNFs are did not finish. So that could be anything that just means that you did not finish that match. It could be legitimate reasons, like someone quitting way too often, or someone team killing or committing suicide too much. That's totally understandable to an extent. And some of these get taken way too seriously. Some of the things that are least common but not fair is when the game updates, it'll kick you out of the game and you get a DNF. They're not automatically just one DNF and you're banned, but if you get too many of them, and if you play a lot of Halo in one day, your chances of getting a certain amount of DNFs increases because there's accidents that happen. That's why DICE games like Battlefield and Battlefront don't do that, because they know that there's going to be lag issues. It's going to happen. You're going to get kicked from a game, and they're not going to punish you for doing that or from that happening. So updates, server connectivity being intermittent, which was the huge problem, which led to the official Halo 5 "Why was I banned" thread got started, because people flooded the forums complaining about the system and how bad it was. And people were just complaining like no other. And they had their right to. The servers were very on and off. Sometimes they worked, sometimes they didn't work every other day, so you had no guarantee. And some people were getting banned for an entire year. And to make you understand this, the ban hammer, whenever it strikes you in Halo 5, it gives you a certain amount of time, and then whatever next time it does the next time has to be longer than the last time. So it just keeps getting longer every time. And so someone apparently got a year ban. That was pretty bad for them, unfortunately, and I'm pretty sure that they have a reason to dislike the game. So you can understand this is pretty bad. And another issue is people intentionally tricking people into team killing, or like I'll show you a clip of mine that some teammate tried to intentionally get me to kill them because they were going to kill me if I didn't. Dumb fuck.
Distraction. Betrayal.
Ten seconds to rocket launcher.
Snapshot. Hat trick. Killing spree.
Which was pretty dumb. And of course, they're only gonna do it one time just to troll me and ruin my record and that's kind of stuff. And I was just like, this is stupid. So this is the kind of system that 343 is supporting, and it's pretty bullshit. I'm just gonna say bullshit. It's pretty bullshit. Um, yeah, and there's things like maybe you are really lined up with a bad team, or you didn't quit, you got lagged out. Let's say you legitimately did get lagged out. Unfortunately, it doesn't give you a fair enough system, and there's no cooldown period or anything. So basically, the system really sucks, and I've just been very vocal about it. That didn't like it. I thought it was really dumb. And some of the comments that were said, obviously people just did not like it. So to kind of wrap this up here, sorry this was like a 30-minute video. I did not expect it to go on this long. I'm sorry for the long rant, but to kind of just wrap it all up here in a very short, too long, didn't read kind of thing, or didn't watch, or didn't listen. Basically, the short part here is basically, I've been known to be a jokester. I push the lines, but always stayed on the line just enough that I'm actually obeying the rules. So Halo Waypoint, some of these moderators wanted to change the rules around to justify permanently banning me just because I made a feminist joke, and everyone else who got a laugh out of it, and unfortunately they did not, and both probably because of the moderator that has a unhinged kind of attitude, aggressive and whatnot, and also because that whole feminist getting triggered at GDC 2016 probably was one of the other factors there. Basically kind of influencing those results. It basically got me permanently banned, and so I won't be using the forums to gather information as one of the sources that I was going to use. I'm going to use other places to get sources. I'll explain in my announcement video, but I just wanted to get the full story so I could both explain to people that wanted to know what happened that are currently following, and also in the future people that are following. I don't really have any interest in apologizing for the joke. I'm not going to apologize it. I'm not sending any trolls to go after this moderator. I have no interest in dealing anything with this moderator at all, and I don't care what their opinions are. This is just my side of the story. They can say whatever they want. I really don't care. So they can claim whatever they think happened on their side, but that's my side of the story of what happened. I got permanently banned. I'm never going to get my account back. It looks like they have no interest in giving my account back because of that one joke. Um, but that's unfortunately what happened. I got banned from Halo Waypoint for making a feminist joke. Anyways, thank you guys for watching, putting up with this for 30 minutes. I'm glad that I got this off my chest finally. I'm going to now focus only on making videos for the new announcement thing that I'm going to do for Halo fans. I can't wait to release it. I hope it's actually a good one. I really am going to enjoy making these kind of videos. These are kind of the videos I wanted to make years ago, but never had time for myself to do them. I'm not going to be making any more like long YouTube rant videos. I don't like making these YouTube storytime videos. I just made it for this one thing because I don't really like these. Um, so it's done and over with uh, finally, and I might be posting gameplay videos and stuff like that, but I'm not going to be posting until I start, posting announcement videos and the announcement video and some of the videos that I'm going to do. So that'll be just a side thing. So, anyways, thank you guys for watching so much, and it really helps when you guys, like, comment, stuff like that. Um, as you can see, obviously I'm demonetized, so um, I'm doing this for free basically. I'm not getting paid for this. So basically, anything you guys give me, that's totally fine. Likes, whatever, comments, it's okay. I'm not doing this for popularity. I don't expect to become a big YouTuber. I just expect them, make something that's going to be pretty interesting for any of those people that did like Halo, and hopefully, this is the kind of stuff that they like. And if they do, then great. I really hope that you guys enjoy the video that comes out next one, which will be the announcement video. So stay tuned for that if you're ready for that. I'm hoping to get it out as soon as possible when I'm finished with it. Anyways, thank you everyone. Take care and have a great day.